Welcome back, Course 2. Let's jump into Lesson 95, the volume of a right solid, here on page 653 in your book. All right, so when we're looking at volume, we're looking at the amount of space an object takes up. And any right solid, we can calculate the volume by simply finding the area of the base and then multiplying it by the height. So if I look at that shape here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the shape that's on page 653. And it's going to go too deep. All right. All right, there we have it. So we want to know how many cubes, it actually looks like rectangles, but how many of these, how much space does this take up? Well, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2 by 1, 2, 3. And we talked about you can find the volume by simply multiplying the area of the base by the height. So in this case, the bottom is a 5 by 2, okay? A 5 by 2. So 5 times 2 is 10, and then we would multiply, so the base is 10, multiply that by the height, which is 3 high, 3 stacks of those 10, which is a total of 30 cubes. Okay? Now, what about if I had a triangular prism? Let's look at example 1. So I got something that looks like this. Tested my drawing skills today. All right, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 6. Now, you might be looking at this and asking yourself, well, what is the base on this, Mr. Belke? That's a great question. So for this shape, what we're going to do is we're basically going to tip it on its side. So this is the base, and this is the height. Okay? Maybe if you look at it this way, this triangle is the base, and this is the height. All right, so the area of the base is a triangle. It's a triangular base, which is 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12, but it's a triangle, so we got to divide that by 2, which is 6. So the area of the base is 6 times the height, which in this case is 6. 6 times 6 is 36 units cubed. Okay. What about example 2? Example 2 is a cylinder. All right. And in this cylinder, it tells us the diameter is 20 and the height is 25. So the height's 25 and the distance all the way across is 20. Okay? So base times height. Base times height equals the area. All right, so the base is a circle. How do I find the area of that base? Well, the area of a circle, area equals pi r squared. Pi times the radius squared. They don't tell us what the radius is, but they do tell us what the diameter is. If the diameter is 20, that means the radius is 10. Okay, so we can plug numbers in. For pi, we'll use 3.14, and for the radius, 10 squared. So the area equals 3.14 times 10 squared. 10 squared is 100. 100 times 3.14 is 314. Okay? And then we would take 314 and multiply it by the height. The base is 314 times the height, which is 25. 5 times 4 is 20. 5, 6, 7. 5 times 3 is 15. Start with the 0. 2 times 4 is 8, 2 and 6. Add those together, 15, 8, 7. So 7,850 centimeters cubed. All right, let's take a look at example 3. Example 3 is a little bit different because it's a compound shape. It's got two shapes. It's got a rectangular base. Looks like it's going like this. And then it's got a triangular top. All right, we know that this is 8, 10, 2, and 7. 8, 10 feet, 2 inches, and 7. And then this is 2 feet. Okay, so there are two different things that we're going to have to do here. First, it wants the approximate volume. So even though this is 10 feet, 2 inches, we're just going to round that to 10 feet. Okay, and that's 8 feet, and this is 7 feet. All right. We got two shapes that we got to find the volume of. So this triangle is going to be a 2 by 8. Remember, area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So if the base is 8, right? I know that because this is 8, so then this is 8. And the height is 2. Then we have 1/2 8 times 2, or 8 times 2 divided by 2. Okay, 8 times 2 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is back to 8. Okay, so it's 8 for the base. And to find out the volume, you got to multiply it by the height, which we said was 10. 8 times 10 is 80 feet cubed. Okay, so that top triangle is 80 feet cubed. Now we're going to look at the bottom triangle. The bottom triangle, we have the base, 8 times 10, and then we're going to multiply that by 7. Okay, so 8 times 10 is 80, and then 80 times 7 would be 560. So the volume of the whole thing is this 560 for the bottom and 80 for the top. If we combine those together, we have a total of 640 feet cubed. That's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to call, text, or email me, or join the online session tomorrow where you can ask all your questions. Have a fantastic day.